Good morning and welcome to The Positive Habit. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for the great feedback on the ARC technique. It seems to have helped a lot of you and I'm really pleased to hear that. This week I'm going to focus on turning exam stress into success, and I'm going to look at what I call the 3 C's, which will help to really turn any really horrible panicky nerves into a feeling of positivity and success for the exams. I also think it's important to look at, if you are a parent of a teenager or a young person doing the Leaving Cert exam here in Ireland, that basically, it's so important how you take care of yourself as well, because the calmer that you are and the calmer the atmosphere in the home, then obviously that's going to have a really positive effect for the person sitting the exam. It's so important to create an atmosphere where there is one of encouragement, where there is absolutely no sense of expectation, and really just a sense of that your best is good enough. And getting that message across, I think, can make a really big difference to the young person who's already feeling enough stress as it is. So creating that calmness at home is really important. Also, if there is a student who's particularly anxious, it can be really useful to just emphasize how this is a tiny part of their lives and how amazingly empowering it can be to think that they're going to be able to manage this, and that is something that can actually help them their whole lives through, in terms of that it's more about the mindset towards it rather than the actual results, because there's always different ways. I mean, how many of us find our paths to our career immediately? I know I certainly didn't, and that's all part of the amazing experience of being an adult. So the 3 C's that I want to talk about are, the first one is calmness. So to create a self-care routine that is something that anchors you each and every day of the exam. So, it's the obvious things, but they need to be said, in terms of getting enough sleep, in terms of meditation, in terms of maybe listening to some hypnotherapy, in terms of nutrition, eating well, and really just taking exceptionally good care of yourself. So calmness, to be calm, to breathe before, during and after the exam. The breath is the thing that's going to really keep the mind at its most focused and sharp. So a mind that is crowded with too many thoughts can't actually compute or come up with solutions and make decisions. So just being very much using the breath as a way to calm yourself will allow you to bring up all the information that you need and that you've learned. So calmness, consciousness, and what I really mean here is being present and the ability to bring it all back into the moment, rather than to focus on what you may not know or what you didn't study. It's really important to just focus on what you do know and be very mindful moment to moment of what you're working on. Focus on the day, not what's coming up, tomorrow or the next day or next week, but just what is the exam I have today and how can I be very present. I would also say how important it is not to get caught up with other sort of students and how they're reacting and comparing notes. And a lot of times, I remember myself in college, people can be talking and there can be this sort of sense of, how did you do? Did you find this hard? Oh, I found that really easy. And it can start to kind of come in on your own sense of self. So I would say protect your space, just obviously have a nice chat, but don't get too involved in sort of comparing notes about the exam before, during or after it. You want to keep your mind as present and still and calm as possible. And the third one is confidence. And this is fantastic in terms of being able to mentally rehearse the end result. So it can be so sort of empowering to imagine yourself in August and you are receiving the grades, you're opening the whether it arrives by letter or email now, I don't know. In my day it was definitely by post, or no, you went to the school. Yeah, you went to school and you got it. I remember I was in Greece, so one of my friends basically called with the results, which was, so I got them over the phone. Anyway, whatever way you receive the results, I want you to imagine that you're receiving the results that you desire. So you start to feel the positive emotions of having already received that result, whatever it is that you think that you deserve, that you've worked hard enough for. That's the result you see on the page. And then you just start to work backwards and you think, okay, in order for me to get that result, what is the mindset that I need right here in the moment to help me get that result? So those are the 3 C's. Please do share them with anyone that you know who is sitting the exam in the next couple of weeks. It would be really, really helpful to them. So thanks for watching. Please do like and share the video, subscribe to my channel, and you can check out all my work on thepositivehabit.com. Thank you very much. Bye.